All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm gonna stop doing all right. I think Matthew McConaughey is sue me.
Ooh, six
Yeah,
anyway. Yeah, he probably
but
would.
you
He
got
need
against
that.
Matthew there.
Man, I
Oh, he's
don't, man.
fine.
I don't care about him, man. I just don't care about him. It's cool. He cool. I'm
Yeah.
just not interested. I don't know. I guess because most of the movies, he mostly to me, I ever seen him, he be on rom coms and stuff. I'm cool anyway, so it's
You
probably
know,
just me.
I was uh I was listening to another podcast and somebody had brought up McConaughey and but then I realized I don't even know how many movies I've ever even watched him in.
Yeah, he in a lot of stuff though. You know what I'm saying? He got. I mean, I ain't even gonna say that he don't have no range. I guess I don't really watch movies, so I don't know how far he goes into character and stuff as far as that goes. But
Yeah.
he be in a lot of different stuff. You see him in a lot of different stuff. So
Was he the person that was in what's that movie that I seen because it was got you free tickets? Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. Was that him? I
yeah,
think that was
maybe.
him.
Or
Yeah, that was him in
yeah.
2009. Him and Jennifer Garner and them.
Shh.
That was actually a pretty
I was
funny
about to
movie.
say. I was about to say, was that? I think that was Ryan Reynolds, wasn't
Nah, it
it?
could have been. They
Damn
could have.
near.
They could have been dang near all the same flicks easily.
Yeah, they could swap him out.
Damn it.
Dang, is that racist though? Or is that
Nah,
just typecasting?
it's just
Oh, okay.
typecasted.
Phew.
It's close.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, yeah. This is episode 87. I think 87. That's what I put. The Black Nerd Planet
Quarantine
podcast.
style.
Oh, shit, I'm about to sneeze. Twitch.tv, Black Nerd Planet. Patreon.com, Black Nerd Planet. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, uh, OnlyFans.
I don't know. How's that one? Well, no, we can get on there. We can get on there because it's not just about being bucket naked. You can get on there
Yeah,
and sell other kind of content. So yeah, we on there
sure.
too. Now, matter of fact,
Sure. Let's
coming
keep
soon.
let's keep that story going.
That's
I,
we're gonna have a black. We're gonna have to have a Black Nerd Planet calendar shoot, boy.
oh my god. Remember back
Nigga
in
just
like back in the 90s when that was always like the thing. Like the fireman calendar.
mm-hmm.
That's what your mom wants. Like,
We have that mug. It's just gonna be us two on every other month.
Doing the
And we're
weirdest
like,
poses
man.
possible.
And I'm only doing mine in wintertime shoots. I need much clothes.
Wearing a parka, a
Shit,
hoodie,
I'm not taking my
a
clothes off
crew
for
neck.
nothing.
Man, do calendars even sell that well anymore? Is that like an
I
old
mean,
people
I feel
thing?
like, yeah, I feel like mostly it'd be like businesses and stuff. Let me see, one, two. Since I'm in here, I'm in my parents' house in my old room. My mom turned into her office. She got one. It look like she just got one calendar in here. Yeah, it's just one. So it's just one of them little desk calendars. So I guess just office people, business people need
Yeah,
that shit.
cause shoot, you think like calendars was like, I mean, they still always have them cool ass like some are really cool and some are just like super corny. But it's like for
Mm-hmm.
the amount of people that just use their phone now. But I feel like having a physical calendar kind of serves like a different purpose and like visibility and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I know some with me at least, I don't. My wife uses a calendar all the time on the phone, and I'll be like, man, I just need you to send this in like a different visual format because I won't see that shit damn near
Mm-hmm.
or like emails. I hate getting emails. That's the worst, man. She's like, I sent you an email. I'm like, man, I don't feel like clicking a link to another link
I ain't
to a
looking
link.
at no email.
Damn, my Gmail account's so full. It's like at least 8,000 emails unread.
On my phone, it's definitely about 14 grand.
14, and
Yeah,
all
not
of them is
16,535.
and all of them is ads for like a coupon or a store I ain't gonna shop at
Yep.
because they want
Or
me to
some
sign
old
up.
some old thing that's been emailing me since like 2009.
Man, how many emails have you had over the course of your however long?
I say like I want to say around like four.
Yeah.
Three of them I still use right now today. I mean, I don't still use them, but that's the three that's on my phone right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like two or three Yahoos. One from like way back in the day, like when you was a
Couple
kid.
burner accounts.
Them ones that got the goofy ass names. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
you have to grow up and get just like your first name, first initial, last name, email address type shit.
Big doggy style 87 and shit. Like, what?
Whoa.
Then everybody realized emails mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Even I was thinking about it too with my email, which is just like my middle name, basically compressed. And I was like, people ask me what it is, like I have to explain it because it's not really just my middle name. And then I'm like, I wonder if that's why I don't be getting no jobs because they don't know what my email means. Like I might as well just put Thug Life 69 or something on my shit. Be the same outcome.
Like, oh man, I seen that Thug Life email, man. We had to call you.
You have a lot of character, man. That's what we need.
That's the kind of stuff we need around here.
You know what, Tyrone? We like you.
Whoa, I guess this is not the place for me.
Freaking, what you been on, man? I'm gonna skip to that question as I ramble.
Man, I ain't doing nothing, you know.
Besides
Still same
Animal
old.
Crossing.
Exactly. I watched most of Menace to Society last night.
What? Did you fall asleep or something? Is that why it was most of? Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was because it was on TV it was like late, probably like 12 or something, and it came on. It was still the beginning. It wasn't like the very beginning, but you know, it was before everything. Everybody turned real gangsters still. So I just was watching that. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna watch this. I don't really watch movies like that though. So you know, that's why I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna watch this movie.
Forget that kind of movie, or just because you watch movies, you mean like that specific kind of genre or something, or?
Yeah, kind of stuff. I mean, it's not really. I guess I shouldn't say movies like that, but I guess like gangster kind of in a way, or like that style of stuff, just where they just selling drugs or just doing stuff like that. You know, I mean, like it's cool. Some of them ones, you know, it's the classic ones.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't care. I mean, I don't.
That's interesting. Yeah, this gangster movies have a weird like fine line. I feel like because you always everybody like Menace to Society is always on like top of the list, and Boys in the Hood is kind of a gangster movie, but it's really not.
It's just a hood movie, and I guess that's kind of that too. It's just like being in the hood. It's like, I mean, I didn't really grow up in the hood necessarily, but I don't really want to. I know about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to watch something else. Yeah, I want to watch something else.
Yeah, and a lot of times that stuff can be so, in some ways, kind of like how rap music gets, where you can be like, hey, glamorizing it and stuff, or you can look at it like, I don't want to keep looking at this negativity all the time.
Because even like with that movie specifically, you know, like Old Dog kept on watching that tape where they basically robbed that. He just kept watching the tape, and you know, Kane was like, "Bro, you tripping? You keep playing this tape." And the whole time, everybody's like, "Man, look how you smoked that fool, man!" It's just like, damn, man, that's kind of fucked up. Though, just crazy. Keep watching that. Just keep watching this video of you murdering like these people. It's not that I don't have nothing against them. That's just not my choice of stuff, or that's not my go-to. So, yeah, I watched that last night or some of it or whatever. That's pretty much it, man. TV really ain't been talking about nothing for the most part.
You think so? Even in the quarantine era? That's what I'm calling
I mean, because, yeah, most of the stuff that I'm watching, I ain't really been watching it, like, at home on TV. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Black Clover, but yeah. I be watching it on the go, like if I'm out or something. If I got a little time, I watch it like that. So it's like, at the crib, once I'm at the crib, I ain't watching. I just turn on like I've been watching Family Feud and stupid stuff just to have stuff in the background, but it ain't
Yeah.
nothing that I'm actually like, ooh, let me watch this.
Yeah, on like TV, cause I usually come in saying I don't really watch stuff, and like I do, but like I know like you
Mm-hmm.
were saying where we kind of watch stuff in such a weird like mind state
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. Especially if you like on your Switch or something like you were saying, cause like
Yeah.
I which I'm gonna talk about Steven Universe a little bit, but I don't think you watched it, so I ain't gonna spoil it. But
Mm-hmm.
that's important to talk about in my opinion. But
Yeah.
the damn, what was that? Cause like I started watching Black Clover because I told you I was gonna start watching it, and I was like, man, I was watching it and I didn't know I was tired, so that turned into me falling asleep every 5 minutes, coming back, and like I was watching the sub at first, I think, which is a bad
Mm-hmm.
idea when you tired.
I'm not gonna put you right to sleep.
Man, it's rough. And I was and keeping on Black Clover, I started watching it again yesterday on Hulu because they got the dub on there. So I'm like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, let me try this. And my biggest complaint so far is just like I don't know if I really like the characters or not. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I really like, especially since I've been falling asleep. I'm just kind of like everybody just kind of yells all the time, and the
Mm-hmm.
main
How
character
far
is
have
just
you
he's
got?
like episode 11, 12 ish. Like they
Oh,
went on
okay.
like first mission and they
So he
are.
already got already basically established as who they are, basically.
Yeah, cause he's with the Black Bull group, but he
Mm-hmm.
like don't know shit, and they like, man, how
Oh,
you not know this stuff? Like, what are you talking
oh,
about?
yeah, I feel you. I feel kind of the same way. I mean, there are characters that I like, but it's definitely the characters that make me iffy on the show if I really
Yeah.
want to be into it or not. Because the show
Mm-hmm.
itself is cool, like the concept is cool, but I don't like how Luck and Asta they basically got the same voice, and maybe because I'm watching it dubbed, and that's just the dub
Yeah.
voice
And which
style. But
character is Luck? Is that
he's
the?
like he got lightning magic or whatever. He like a little blonde kid, and he be like, "Man, I just
Oh,
want to
okay.
fight. I just want to
Okay.
fight.
Yeah, I know you
What you
talking
doing?
about
Let's
now.
fight." I
Yeah, I
mean,
can't remember their
not
names at
only
all.
is he basically the same kind of person that Asta is, or that same style of like character is like, I just want to run head first into a fight because all I want to do is fight. But they
Yeah.
sound the same, and it's like, wait, who's talking?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. And it kind of like we had compared main characters like the other last week or whatever, like Naruto and stuff. And even like Naruto being loud and like I'm gonna do whatever I can, like even that was like a little more controlled than Asta is or whatever. He just seems like she's like just calm down a little bit, man. Like just
Yeah,
please.
yeah,
And like you
yeah, for
said, the
sure.
the voices are kind of like I think I do remember what you saying where the voices kind of match. And
Hmm.
also even the I don't know if I like the art style that much.
It kind of changes. It's done been changing since I've been watching it. I feel like
Is it?
where it looked a certain way at first, and now it don't really look like that no more. And
Yeah.
maybe I'm just like, since I'm like I said, watching it kind of on my phone and stuff, small. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's been jumping around a
Hmm.
little bit.
Yeah, and then there's the possibility that like different people did different art scenes and stuff like that,
Hmm.
which is common for different shows. So that's nothing to be like, oh man, that's different. But at the same time, that's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, like,
Right.
cause like, and I don't know what the manga looks like, so I can't really compare it to that.
Me either. I don't know either. I never did it.
Cause like, if I go with like, Demon Slayer, I feel like the art in that and the manga is different. It's not so far away different than the anime, but I can tell that it's like the same thing, and I can see how
Hmm.
they like translate it to each other. The same for like My Hero Academia and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd have to
Yeah.
look at what Black Clover looks like manga style because the anime is kind of like all right.
Right. Yeah, so it's cool. Like I said, I've been watching it, and I'm sticking with it. I think I'm like on episode 60 something now or something.
Oh well, yeah, you definitely stick it to it if it's that
Hmm.
far
Yeah,
in.
I'm watching. Yep.
Because if you with the anime and a lot of TV shows, so people are like, man, you gotta watch a certain amount. which is how I was with like Hunter x Hunter with you. I mean, you gotta get past like the
Yeah.
first few episodes, and then it goes somewhere. But it could be rough, man, to do that.
It can be. It
But
definitely can. And that opening stage, like the beginning, them first like shit. A lot of times it'd be like the first 15, 20.
mm-hmm. Yeah, like establishing characters, and especially like shonen, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to this place, and I gotta get involved with these people, and then I gotta go into this tournament, and then I'm gonna be put into this new world, and then I'm on this random escapade or mission or something. It's like it's a
Yep.
certain formula that they always go
Mm-hmm.
with, which is also kind of what's making me not like it as much. And I don't know if it's just because I'm not looking to. I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of just like judging it oddly.
Yeah.
And I'm not some like
Yeah.
anime snob or anything, but
Nah, but and you had also kind of said even before I started watching it that you wasn't really interested in it in to begin with, like going, you know what I'm saying, just
yeah,
conversationally. So it kind of makes sense. You watching it now, you seeing it, you like, oh, okay, yeah, I definitely was cool off this, and I see why.
yeah, and I,
Sometimes it be like
it kind of your shit kind of went out a little bit.
mm.
Couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I just was saying it'd be like that anyway. I wasn't even saying nothing.
Yeah, um, but yeah, I'm gonna still give it a chance though. I'm not giving up on it. I'm not gonna do that over the first 10 episodes or whatever.
Yeah, I
Not,
feel you. I mean, I can't say nothing because, like I said, shit, I'm pretty
yeah,
deep
you
now. I'm
deep.
basically like season 2 or whatever. So,
Yeah, and that's like 100 something episodes, I think. So you like halfway through the anime, I guess. I don't know.
hmm
I'd have to see how many chapters the manga is. Like with Demon Slayer, I'm on chapter one, like 16 or something.
hmm
Yeah, I'm on 116 because I was reading my book, the volume books, and then I had to get on the app. But right now, the app, the Viz Shonen app, whatever you want to call it, only goes to 115, and then there's a break until 139. So I'm just like, fuck, I
mm,
gotta find somewhere to read it. So I found somewhere else online, like Demon Slayer Manga.com or some shit. Some
right.
not official website, but it works. So I'm reading on there, and I'm not spoiling anything because I don't want to be spoiled. But I guess it's close to the end where the manga is, like currently, like chapter
mm.
200 or something. And I kind of got spoiled on like what the hell was going on. So I was like, fuck.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm just like kind of shitty that I saw like what people are kind of saying about what's happening. I'm like, I'm still gonna read it, but I was just like, why did I even get on the internet at all? That's how I felt. Like,
right.
there's always like
That's
something
how,
I don't want to see. But
man. Especially when you start looking up stuff about it and stuff that you ain't watched.
yeah, man, it's just really salty. But where I'm at, it's definitely like it's been serious, and you know you've seen the anime and read how far you've got into it, so you know it's some serious shit going on. But it's a lot.
hmm
There's definitely a lot more blood and body parts flying around and shit. But it's
hmm
worth it. Oh, dad over here with the. um, yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But right now, like Tanjiro's kind of in a new like level of progression, I would say, and
hmm
the demons and stuff have definitely leveled up on their ass. So it's still really good. We didn't talk about the game that's coming out, I guess next year, because it kind of just was been under the radar. I mean, it's an anime game, and that's not coming out anytime soon. But
hmm
from the pictures that it came out, um, it looked kind of cool. It's made by the people that made the Naruto Shippuden games and all that, or Ninja Storm, I guess I should say. Something else
hmm
that developer, man, I can't remember what that developer's name is, but I guess it comes out next year. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's supposed to be in like an adventure game. It looks like. Yeah, but I can't. I'm hoping it's not just like a regular like arena fighter.
Yeah, because when I was watching I watched like a little video for it, just like a little 30 seconds or, and it looked like that. But I it could have been part of the mission or something. You know what I'm saying? There was a few people on there fighting or whatever. So
Yeah, it says due out 2021 in Japan, so ain't no telling when it's gonna be out here. I would think it'll be out here at some point.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, following the story of the manga. Reliving the story basically. Which I was saying I want a Demon Slayer game. I want it to kind of be like Samurai Showdown where it's a 2D fighter with so everybody got swords and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Except the demons don't. So I don't know how that would work necessarily, but in my mind that's what I wanted. Cause I don't want it to be like I mean, people like the Kakarot game, but I don't really want something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause a lot of times it's like you gotta fill in gaps with like what I'm saying. It's one thing to play the story, but then it's like you try to fill in the gaps with like dead air kind of like that's how that Kakarot game looked to me on like videos and stuff that I seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Goku flying around to like another spot and there's like nothing to really like to do and shit, which I could be wrong, but that's how it looked to me. It's like
Yeah,
what
for
am I
sure.
doing? Like this doesn't seem like a lively world I'm in. Which honestly is how the anime kind of looked too at some point.
Mm-hmm. They ain't really doing too much, just kind of chilling,
mm-hmm.
going from one area to the next area, basically.
Um. Yeah. Hopefully it's good. I like and I've always talked about avoiding anime games for the most part, so I damn near don't really even probably shouldn't say anything at all. I
Mm-hmm.
fuck around and not play
Yep.
it.
Go unbought by.
Wait till it's
I
in
mean,
that
I kind of want
dog
to.
end.
Oh,
Nah, my bad. I wasn't saying shit.
yeah, me either. I was just saying, I wanted to, play that Kakarot game, but I don't care.
Yeah, man. It's like after all these other games I done bought, even if they are on sale, I done put couple hours and like, man, I don't know if I want to play this right now. And then that motherfucker sitting on the floor getting dusty.
Right. Exactly.
Cause
That's
like,
all that's gonna happen.
cause like this Star Wars Fallen Order, I'm like, yeah, this mug pretty cool, and I ain't even turned that mug on at least 2 months now. It's
Yeah,
damn near
man.
April.
I probably didn't want to say, but I gave mine to my dad for his birthday.
Oh, them almost hand me down gift. Here,
So
Dad.
happy birthday! Yeah.
That's fine. Has he played it at all? Or is
Probably a little bit,
yeah.
but I think he got that Need for Speed at the same time. I think my little cousin bought him that Need for Speed for his birthday. Need for
Okay.
Speed gonna win every time for
Yeah.
my dad.
Yeah,
He loves working on the car. Whether
that
it
makes
be
sense.
VR, real life, whatever. He don't care.
Gotta get him. Did he ever play like Gran Turismo and stuff? I don't know if you ever said that before.
He played a little bit, but he kind of was like, it was kind of like he liked, but it was a little bit more simulation than arcadey, and I don't think he cared about that.
Yeah, that's why you gotta stick with old Forza Horizon. That's the only way to go.
Yep.
Since we ain't got Midnight Club no more, that's the best all we can.
R.I.P. boy, Midnight Club's the best, man.
Bring that up for the 100th time.
You gotta take a quick little 5 minutes for Midnight Club anytime somebody
Man,
say something.
R.I.P. to the homie. Pour your Bud Light out for
Right.
it. Shoot, I feel like there's another anime I need to bring up. Probably not.
You said that you had watched a little bit of Haikyuu. Have that?
Oh yeah, I haven't went back to it yet.
Oh, okay, then nope. That's all I had that I knew about that you was.
Yeah, I had debated because last night or whatever when I was like, yeah, let me figure out which one I'm gonna watch, and I ended up choosing Black Clover. And I'm damn near like, man, maybe I should have chose Haikyuu instead. Trying to stay committed to this shit.
Forget this, man. This smoke whack, man.
Um,
Trying to get to the next episode and shit.
Sticking to, I don't know how I want to separate this topic, but sticking it to stuff that's on streaming services. I guess that's how I break it down. Excuse me. There's this new movie, Uncorked on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that
Mm-hmm.
advertised.
Mm-mm.
It's a I'd have to say, I don't know who the director is. I'm about to look it up, but it's a I mean it's a black movie to say the least. It's pretty good though. It's okay. The director is Prentice Penny. I've never heard of that before. Heard of that person before. I don't know if that's a male or
Said, I don't
female.
know what that is, man. I don't Prince Penny.
Yeah, I can't even tell. No, they're known for Insecure, Girlfriends, and Happy Endings. That makes sense. But
What's
it's
happy endings? Is that China? Is that the? Nah, that's crazy. Never mind.
yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's a black man. Okay, but anyway,
Mm.
Uncorked is it's a movie on Netflix. It just came out this past Friday, and it's pretty good. Like to be honest, like it's not like no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Niecy Nash. The main character is Mahmoudou Athi, I guess. I don't know how to say that, but he was pretty good. Courtney B. Vance is the father, and there's a couple other people. I don't really know their names. The music is produced by Hit Boy, but it's based in Memphis. Put like a summary or like a synopsis on like not spoilery. It's based in Memphis. It's a lot of barbecue scene down there, and that kind of culture. You know what I'm saying? Black people
Yeah.
in probably different areas, family owned business. But main character Elijah, his father, Courtney B. Vance's character, they run a hand down in the family barbecue joint, and it's kind of typical in like the oh, son, I want you to keep the business going, man. Father passes down to me. You gonna do this, da 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 type thing.
Right.
And Niecy Nash is like, nah, let him do his thing. But it's called Uncorked because he wants to be a sommelier, which I don't think I heard that word until this movie. But those are like wine professional, specialist connoisseurs.
Maybe
Yeah.
like it's got a little hint of vanilla. 1970.
Exactly.
A whole lot of that little. Okay, tastes like a little hint of wood.
Yeah.
Some hickory smoke. Yeah.
There's a lot of that in there. But yeah, that was kind of the base of the story is that, he wants to be a sommelier, but he's like, I mean, it's portrayed that he's probably like in our age range, like mid-20s or whatever, late 20s. And where he's kind of had like a lot of different endeavors, like trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life because he doesn't want to run the barbecue joint. And he figures out he wants to be in the...
Daddy?
London, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get a Lottie. Can you turn the alarm off?
The alarm is on. When did that get turned on? Okay, I'll turn it off as you come in here and close the door. Thank you.
Okay.
The alarm ain't even on. The heck. But he figures out he wants to be a sommelier. So, and he was already also working at a wine restaurant, like part-time, along with working at the barbecue place. So he's like splitting time, and his dad don't really like it and stuff like that. And basically it goes into, he's like, I'm going to take this leap, and goes to school for it and everything. And it turns into like I want to say, basically a triumphant movie in a sense of, following your dreams, basically. To put a easy tone on, easy word to it. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's not like hilarious at all times, but it's definitely like a balance between like the drama and like romance and the comedy and stuff like that. But like the cast is pretty good. It's nobody in there besides Niecy Nash or Courtney B. Vance that's like, oh man, I really know them from this, you know what I'm saying, that make it like stand out. So which I like that a lot. But yeah, it's pretty good, man. It mixes like that Memphis scene with the wine and everything pretty nicely. Yeah, I give it a nice little high score, I guess. I'm not putting a number on it.
Yeah, might have to check that out. Quarantine. Put that on the quarantine list.
Yeah, it's an hour and like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of chill out, watch it type thing. Cause I think it, and it's not like, you know what I'm saying, people always be like, man, this movie, y'all hyped it up. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
man, no, it's just a good movie watch. You know what I'm saying? Especially with somebody else. See how somebody else is kind of vibing with it. Cause, you know, Letitia was like, let's watch this movie. And I'm like, man, we'll see, I guess. But I ended up liking it a lot. It took us forever to get through it because the damn dog and cat was fighting half the time, so we had to keep breaking them up.
Yeah, dogs versus cats, boy.
Man, but yeah, it was pretty good though. Netflix original.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if just to say this real quick, I don't know if I ever talked about how it annoys me when people say stuff is a Netflix show when it wasn't a Netflix show first. Like, CW show. People like, man, I streamed this Netflix show. I'm like, nah, that was on something like a long time ago, and now it's on Netflix. If it don't got that
Netflix
big red end, if it don't got that big red end on the corner, it's not a Netflix show. That's just me being a critical ass. But yeah, man.
Gotta give credit where credit is due, boy. Gotta make sure the right people is getting the right credits for that shit.
Yeah, Netflix is just spending money to get everything. So, shit. Well, I watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, the finale. 'Cause that was last Sunday, but I watched it like during the week. Season 10 finale, and that was really good. I thought.
Yeah.
It's not the show's definitely not as good as like the middle seasons or earlier seasons, but it's still entertaining. I would say this season was better than season 9 though. Like I watched I had binge watched all them seasons, but season 9 I was just kind of like, man, I don't even know if I'm laughing at this or not.
Yeah, so this ain't even really funny, man. Y'all just being weird in here.
And it's gotten like a little more unrealistic in like the storylines and shit. But at the same time, it's like I just feel like I don't know. It just seems like he kind of tried to level up like the ridiculousness, which it works in some ways, and at the same time, it's kind of like, all right, this makes it a little too like sitcom-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this film, like, I mean, it's a sitcom, but it's not supposed. It's supposed to kind of just be like real life happening, which is why they film it the way they do. But yeah, it was cool.
I need to get back on that because I remember I started watching it, but then I ended up stopping or whatever, and it was probably around like season 3 or 4, maybe.
Oh wow, yeah, you got to get to when the blacks come in, like season 6 or whatever. That's when it like really gets crazy. Like I think seasons 4 through 7 are definitely the best, which I feel like is like what a lot of people say. But I think it's for good reason though.
Yeah.
JB Smooth and them come in. It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my chair creaks like hell. What the hell else on this list of quarantines? I talked about Rocket League before we started recording, but I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. Oh yeah, I had been reading a little bit. I've been reading Demon Slayer. I've also been reading the damn Green Lantern. As I dropped my phone, I've been reading the Green Lantern. Basically, he's like he's always been a space policeman, but now like this new series that he has, I shouldn't say he has, but he's starring in, by Grant Morrison, and drawn by Liam Sharp. It's pretty trippy, man. It's one of those. After, we've been getting into comics more and shit over the last couple years or whatever, but it's definitely weird starting to like see more like writers and shit like that, and like the way people go about storytelling and shit.
Yeah.
If anybody knows me, I don't really read that fucking much, so and like it's funny like the stuff that you can start really reading in comic books these days and how people construct stories, because it's not always just like a, hey, Sinestro, I'm about to fuck you up, man, like type. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be like a whole 32 pages of like weird like poetic writing or
Yeah.
like kind of
Some
subtle.
psychological stuff, all kind of different. Like the battles aren't just fighting evil villains anymore, as far as
Yeah.
stories.
Like in these, in this storyline, he was basically on the how am I to put it? He was trying. I mean, he was on like a detective mission essentially, where he was trying. You know, what I'm saying, talking to different aliens and shit, and trying to figure out this like who was backstabbing the Green Lantern Corps and traveling to different planets and all this shit. Like, I'm bad at explaining stories I read a day ago, but
Yeah.
but I'm saying it because it's been a good read. I'm on the second volume of the story, so I'm like on chapter or book 8 or whatever the fuck, because I bought the trades for it. And like right now he's like teaming up with Green Arrow again. And sometimes, but I think one thing about writing, and when it is like not so basic, is like sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm stupid or I just needed to read a little slower to figure out where the next page was headed. You know what I mean? Where like one page would be like here, and then the next page you'd be like, wait, how the fuck did he get right there? And I'd be like, okay, like I need to.
You got to flip back and be like, so he was walking, and then a bomb blew up, or did the bomb?
I've definitely had a couple of those moments. Cause he basically had to get from like this big traumatic experience like in outer space, and he was like trapped. He was like trapped in his ring and shit for like an issue, and then in like the next issue he's not trapped, which it explains that he got out, but the way they explained it wasn't just like I'm out, guys, like, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm here now. Like, so I was like, wait, fuck a minute, did I miss a page? But yeah, it's really good though, man. That's me talking about it in the most odd way. Because all the like Green Lantern stories that I've ever read have been a little more direct in the storytelling, or like a lot more like villainy and punching and Green Lantern shit going on. So now I'm just kind of saying. And then the art in this also encapsulates, or what are my children doing? Can you hear them?
Yeah, I can.
Oh my god, I gotta get up because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's cool. That'll give me a chance to see and play catch up, because I'm not watching it and I can't see Jordan, so I have to look on Twitch, but it's behind, so I can only see a little bit. I mean, I have to see 30 seconds later.
Jesus Christ. What was I talking about? How I don't know how to read books?
You were saying that.
Oh, I was talking about the images in the story. Yeah, so Liam Sharp, the artist, which this is also, I know we kind of talked about before, where how different art can draw you into different books and shit. Like Liam Sharp's art is really like gritty and like I was saying earlier, where the stories are kind of trippy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they did a good job too in the trade. I don't know if it's in the regular books, but in the trade they do some extra pages where they're talking about like why they drew certain pages a certain way, and like subtle things that they placed on like different characters to like, you know, show different characteristics and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to see. But shit. Yeah, I'd have to show like images of his art, but it's pretty like weird. It's art that I'm like not really used to, especially with like Green Lantern stuff that I've read. That's been a little more like colorful and like a little broader. And this is, like I said, really detailed, a lot of black lines and shading and brooding faces and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this is the story that just came out last year, and there's like it picked up again. Like they're doing it in like a season 1, season 2 type thing, which I don't think I've seen in like comic books before. At least using the word seasons, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hal
Usually
Jordan,
like volumes and stuff.
But yeah, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, police patrolman, however the fuck I'm trying to say it. When's the last time you read a comic book?
It's been some months riding around with them same like 20 books in my backpack for the last at least 5 months.
Mugs is starting to crumble up in there.
Yeah, I took them out so I can put my laptop in there today. And these
Oh,
mugs
see.
ain't even been out, ain't even seen the light of day in months.
Pages can't breathe.
Yeah, shoot. Because I've been reading, like, as far as, like, books and stuff, like, trying to read Demon Slayer. And then I had a couple other, like, little astrology, like, little stuff like that I was trying to read. Some, like, regular books. But I ain't really even got into that, really, especially since Animal Crossing dropped.
Yeah. Succumb your soul to the crossing of animals.
Mm-hmm. Damn near.
Yeah, book wise, I bought some more the other day, and then because of the quarantine going on, I like missed the latest stuff that I needed to get. Just said I was gonna stop spending money, but that didn't happen. And I've been stacking up like hella X-Men books, and I'm just gonna have to like get like the trades of those or something, because I didn't stacked up too many on my wait list at the shop. So now it's financially irresponsible for me to get all them joints now, like the way I have it set up.
Yeah.
But with the Doc, you go.
I was just gonna say, shit, it's gonna hit you for a nice little honey bun out of there.
Cause I had finally read House of X and Power of X, which basically changed up the X-Men like story once again. To put it lightly, I don't even want to try to summarize that, because I can't even think what his name, Hickman or Jonathan Hickman, I believe, wrote that. And I was telling you like at work and stuff how his storytelling on that X-Men story was like, I'm gonna show this part, and then I'm gonna go to something else, and I'm gonna bring back that old part, but I'm gonna show more of it, and then I'm gonna go to something else. And like you basically go through all these books, and you gotta read House and Power like alternately, basically, like a certain timeline. And then when you get to the end, like it all makes sense. Like if you were to read House of X and Power of X like the first couple issues and be like, all right, I don't understand. Like you're not gonna fully understand until you get to the end type thing, basically. Like it's almost a thing where you might as well just get it all at once, almost, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because even with the series that they started after that, which is New Mutants, X-Men, Excalibur, X-Force, Wolverine, whatever the fuck else X-Men groups, like they want you to read those in like a certain order and shit too, which I learned when I was at the store the other day, because they packed the volumes like of those, like all the number ones are in this and then all the number twos are in this book. It's just like, man, damn, they really like trying to have everybody reading every freaking thing. Which obviously you don't have to do, but at the same time it's like, well shit, man, like I'm kind of, if I want to know what the hell's going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Which comic books have been like that for the longest, but especially now. But yeah, I got a lot of them stacked up, and I got Letitia's been reading a Jessica Jones series that just came out. I guess she likes it because she ain't said subject.
And yeah, like, Jessica Jones.
It's got the parental advisory stamp on it, so I guess it's supposed to be gritty. There's a couple other things I've been getting, but I'm like, I want to get through the Green Lantern first before I go to the next book.
Yeah.
And it's also dealing the Green Lantern, to skip back, it's also dealing with the Blackstars, which I'm not exactly sure if they're new characters or not. I felt like they were new characters, but to me at least. But they're like, they're not lanterns. But they're like another like group of people in space that kind of are like, we control this and this is the way everything should be done type situation.
Yeah.
And I like how they're kind of their part in the galactic sphere of the DC universe and shit. And they got like a little mini series that I got too, but I haven't read that just yet. But
a whole book stacked up, boy.
Yeah, it's too fucking many, man. Like, that's why like all these days I've been having some free time. Like, man, I need to get to this shit like now.
Read some of that stuff, checking it out,
Um,
absorbing some of that information.
yeah, man, it's a lot out here, man. In between all these games and stuff, gotta figure it out. Yeah, I think that's it for me, really, on all that. I have been watching Degrassi a little bit on the Pluto TV. And
Old Degrassi?
Like, is they've been, on Pluto, they
Like,
kind of just show any of it.
oh, okay.
So I've been
Just
seeing
kind of play
them.
it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I've watched, like, every episode of Degrassi as far as I know. But it's a lot of stuff. I'm like, damn, I forgot such and such did that. Like, me and my teen dramas.
I can't believe it was in the library, man. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Seeing old Drake on there looking stupid with his little curly hair and shit.
What's up, guys?
Such a point. He's damn near a pointless character on that show. Like, if you like really kind of watch it back, he's just like damn near everything he did besides like the getting shot part was like inconsequential. Like, nothing that he really was doing was important at all. But
he just came up, said Drake was filler, huh?
Damn near, man.
Hey, Drake, sorry, bro, that's messed up.
Which I'm still kind of surprised he hasn't tried to do more acting stuff.
Yeah.
Even though he's not good at acting, really, but you know.
That could possibly be why.
Shit, Drake, he can do whatever he wants, though. Shit,
he can. I guess you just got to know what you actually can and can't do. Yeah, like, you know, sure, you can do whatever you want, especially once you get to be like somebody like Jay. You know, of course he can do whatever he wants for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But could you imagine if he was just like, you know what, I want to be an actor. Man. I'm about to start taking roles in movies.
Oh God.
He'd be like, oh shit, bro, damn. I didn't know we needed that, bro. I don't think we do. It's cool.
Cut the crap. Even which I hope he doesn't, because even I don't know if you ever seen them state property movies. You probably haven't because you don't like them type of movies. But which that movie sucks anyway. But it's like the one part where Jay-Z like shows up and he's just like,
yeah,
hey, what's up, man? And then he like drives away type shit. Like I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. It's like, man, to tell you the truth, we did, bro. I'm gonna lie to you. They casted him and then was like, man, we love you, bro, but we ain't gonna put that much of your scene in the movie, bro. I'm sorry, lie to you. We just gonna have you drive by, say what up, and then you know that's pretty much it, bro. Thanks.
Excuse me. That's a yawn loudly. Are there any video games you're looking forward to, man, over the next few months? Because I know I am, but I don't know if you are or not.
I don't know. No, not really, man. To be honest, I'm just, you know, me, but I just taking it, you know, day at a time. To drop today, then I'll be like, all right, yes, I'm hyped. But or you know, within a week, then that's when I get hype about. Yeah. For the most part, anyway. Besides, just like you know, the big ones that we've been waiting on.
Yeah, because I would think the next game that you're probably interested in would be Last of Us 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, May 29th, which isn't too far away now.
Yeah.
People was kind of like, damn, they delayed it, but shit, it's already coming.
Right, it's already about to be. Shit, March pretty much over.
Because with the next big releases, Persona 5 Royal comes out this Tuesday the 31st, and then Resident Evil 3 Remake April 3rd or whatever, and then Final Fantasy 7 Remake comes out April 10th. So that's a lot of shit coming in the next like week and a half, 2 weeks for people.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo did a little mini direct the other day. I don't know if you saw any of the highlights from that.
I looked at I looked at some of it on the little articles that pop up on the side of the Switch when you first turn it.
Yeah, I'm little fucking look, man, look. Look at this shit.
That. Exactly.
Yeah, I had watched it when it came on, or it didn't even really come on, I should say, because they were just Nintendo was just like, here, motherfucker, damn, you keep asking for
Right.
some news, take this shit. Like it wasn't even like a stream this time. They just put the video up and was gone. Nintendo wise for games, they announced as I'm trying to look at this freaking list that I can't get together. They did announce that the Borderlands 1 and 2 are coming out for Switch, which, whatever, I guess. They announced those are coming out. The BioShock trilogy is coming out. And, yeah, XCOM 2 is coming from 2K on the Nintendo Switch. I can't remember if they put a date on that or not. But that's coming out this year. Burnout Paradise Remastered is coming out on the Switch, which that's gonna be like $50, and I'm like, what the fuck, Nintendo? Why are you strapping people?
Dang, you said Burnout?
Yeah, man, that Switch tax.
Because I seen that it was on here on the list of things that's dropping, and that's kind of tight. I wouldn't mind having that on the Switch.
Shit, not $50 though.
Not $50 though.
Cause shit, you could get them over about 10, 15 everywhere else. What else did they say? Get to the big stuff. There's this game called Good Job that they showed, which is like a puzzle game, which like it's just like a weird like color coded characters in like office buildings and shit. And you got, basically it's like you just fuck stuff up, but you're trying to like do every how does it say on here? Good Job. In this madcap action puzzle game from Nintendo, perform hilarious and challenging tasks around a sprawling office building to get the job done by any means necessary, or alone or in two-player mode. From like the videos, basically just like a dude doing like a cleaning buffer, whatever you call that, wax buffer, and you're like flying around knocking shit over, or you're trying to like deliver mail in the office and you're like hitting corners, and just like, I don't know, it was kind of weird, but it looked fun at the same time. I think it came out like the same day of the direct. I probably should have watched the damn video, but
that's what I was trying to look at it right now.
They announced the Pack 3 expansion for Ultimate Alliance 3 with the Fantastic Four. There's a Ring Fit update, which I didn't talk about Ring Fit. I'll talk about that after. The Shinsekai game that looked kind of dumb. It was like a deep sea marine dude, not marine, but a nautical guy with like the, you know what I'm trying to say, exploration. I said marine like a damn military. Panzer Dragoon remake looked trash. I don't even want to talk about that. They keep putting out old Star Wars games. They got Star Wars Jedi Academy came out, and then they also announced Pod Racers getting like a remastered version, which I was actually kind of interested in that, because the old Pod Racer game on Nintendo 64 was actually pretty fun, at least when I played. I don't know.
I think I remember that. I never played it, but I think I've seen it though or something.
Then they announced Bravely Default 2 got a demo that just came out. They haven't I don't think they put a release date on the game just yet, but they basically said the demo is like, they kind of made it seem like a beta where fan reaction and comments and reactions are going to go into, you know, helping the game get finalized.
Okay.
They showed some more of the Pokemon DLC, and I was kind of like underwhelmed a little bit. They showed the map for the Isle of Armor, which is the first set of DLC, and it's like it's all wild area map, which we've talked about in the past, but it's like half the size of the regular wild area in the main game. And I was just kind of like, okay, I don't really know I don't know how much like content we're gonna get out of this besides like getting the new legendary and, you know, some more Pokemon being in there. Like, it just doesn't seem like they're doing as much as I was thinking they are.
The way they was making it seem like it was gonna be a big ass huge thing. And it's like, well, maybe.
And maybe the Crown Tundra will be like the one that's really like crazy, but I love armor. It's not making me like jump out of my seat like I thought I was gonna be for some more Pokemon action.
Mm-hmm.
Which I ain't been really trying to get on it at all.
Yeah, me either. I know Spaceman Lazy was a little bit a couple weeks ago, but that was before Animal Crossing and shit, so might say this don't mean nothing.
Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition got a release date for May 29th, which same day as Last of Us 2, so that's gonna be cool for a lot of people. The first Xenoblade Chronicles came out originally on the Wii, and then they did it again on the 3DS. And I tried to play it on 3DS, and then I was like, man, I don't know if I get this game. But then I like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a lot, so I'm like, man, let me try to give it another go. But it's different gameplay. Adam puts it like in his like highly favorite list of video games, so I'm like, if it sucks, then I blame you. It's the game featuring Shulk that you know from Smash Brothers. What the hell else? Oh yeah, and they did announce that the next DLC character for Smash Brothers is a ARMS character. They didn't say who it's gonna be, but
what's that mean? Like pistols?
No, the ARMS game.
The game.
Yeah, he said pistols.
Oh my just they coming with the pistols, boy. Come
just a gun.
Got that Call of Duty X16, boy.
Man. Like
really do some damage with them pistols on Call of Duty. But anyway, so yeah.
But yeah, they announced it's gonna be an ARMS character, but they didn't say who. But them not saying it, to me it seems like they're gonna make it like a multiple character selection. Like maybe they're gonna do like 2 or 3 people, or it's gonna be like, some people are speculating it's gonna be like, because on ARMS you can switch out the arms for like different attacks and shit. So maybe it'll be like that, where you can do some switching in and out of some kind. They also announced the 51 Worldwide Classics Clubhouse games, which basically was just like cards and Mancala and a whole bunch of shit. Fuser, some kind of DJ game. King's Bounty, I don't remember, some kind of RPG. Ninjala is a free-to-play game coming to Nintendo Switch Online. And it basically kind of like ninja version of Splatoon. But it's like you use gum to like get different power-ups and stuff like that.
Interesting.
It looks pretty fun. I don't know how it's gonna work since it's free to play and Nintendo is, the person making it. So I don't know how I like that, but it looks fun, like how Splatoon does. But it being like you're using different bubble gums and ninja skills, I'm like, that seems pretty cool.
I have to check that out myself.
Yeah, 4-on-4 team matches. As ninjas, reading off of a Nintendo website, players can sprint across stages, disguise themselves, and wield an arsenal of skills like heavy-hitting hammers, fast and flashy katanas, and tricked-out yo-yos, submit supremacy in free-for-all battles, or work together in 4-on-4 team matches. Ninjala sneaks up to Nintendo Switch this May. They also announced the Atlas action puzzle adventure game Catherine Full Body, which is a remake, or not necessarily remake, but remastered version of Catherine, which came out on PS3, and then it came out again on PS4 last year.
Didn't you just buy that?
Yeah, I did. Another game I want to get back to, and I'm just like, man, what am I doing with my life? It's another game that is made by Atlas, and Persona 5 is still not on the Switch yet, to everybody's dismay. It's like literally there's like 5 games on the Switch that featured Joker from Persona 5, and Persona 5's not on the system.
I said, man, we really love this game, man. It's the best. Why don't y'all put it? We ain't doing it.
Yeah, just chill out, bro. Honestly. Do you really want that?
Because we probably not going to do it anyway.
They also announced Saints Row 4 is coming March 27th, which that already happened. Trials of Mana is April 24th. There's a demo for that out. Elder Scrolls Blades, which is originally a phone game. Minecraft Dungeons is still coming this spring. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, or however you say that. Mr. Driller Drill Land, which was, I guess, a GameCube game originally. It's remastered. It comes out June 25th. RPG Legends of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3, June 30th. And Vigor, which I don't know what the hell that is. This looks like Red Dead, but not Red Dead. It looks like some weird multiplayer game. Anyway, I think that was all that they announced in there. And they did announce there's updates coming for New Horizons with Bunny Day, which is going to run from April 1st to April 12th, which is, Easter essentially. But it's exclusive items that you're only going to be able to get during that time span. And then there's going to be an update for Earth Day later in April.
Nice. We need that 420 too.
Yeah. You can make that on like a little community somewhere, I'm sure. But Ring Fit Adventure, which they put an update for that with a rhythm-based game mode with different songs from Splatoon, Super Mario Odyssey, and Legend of Zelda.
That's tight.
I don't know if I ever talked about how I ended up getting Ring Fit for the wife.
Yeah, you did, but you never talked about playing it.
Yeah, I did it for my first time this weekend. It's pretty fun, man. I think you would like it too, if you could actually find it in stores, because it's like sold out everywhere.
Yeah, that quarantine, boy, they need that home workout now.
I swear. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man, because Ring Fit Adventure, it was the like goofy ring you use. You connect the one Joy-Con you put on the ring, you put another Joy-Con strapped to your left leg, and different workouts calls for different uses of the different, tools and shit. It's basically like an action RPG where you gotta run, like physically run. You do different like arm movements, leg movements to get through certain obstacles, different, squats and stuff like that. You fight enemies using specific like reps of moves, like defeat this monster doing 20 squats, or defeat this monster doing 20 leg curl or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like different stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you don't hit it the right way, it's not gonna be as strong. Or if you don't like do your ab crunch the right way blocking, then you'll take like hits on your health and stuff like that. So it's a pretty fun way to like make working out interesting. But it's definitely not no bullshit either. like I was doing it with the wife. Like, we kind of like take turns and stuff since we only got the one ring and everything. But you could still like get it, basically figure out how to like compensate for not having the right equipment. But you don't be sweating, man. It's like different. It's novice modes and there's like advanced ones, and there's the adventure part, but there's also quick play where you can just do like jogging or just do like different whatever set of reps for each kind of workout. But if like the rhythm game is basically like a DDR Guitar Hero situation where you gotta do like push the ring in, like working your arms to hit this note, or pull it out to hit hit that stretch to hit this note, move left and right, stuff like that to different songs. So yeah, it's got a lot of fun things on there, man. Like I was lucky enough to get it before the quarantine, which this was before I even knew it was gonna be a quarantine, like a month or so ago. Because it was it's originally about $80, I think, at $80. A lot of people were saying it was sold out everywhere and going up in like double the price. But yeah, it's kind of hard to find right now. Like looking on Target looks like it might be sold out, but yeah, it's pretty fun though. It's something I'm surprised, especially with them putting an update out, that they don't have more supply for it. Like that would make sense to me, since it's something that what I'm saying, goes into like the old Wii Fit category back in the day where all the grandmas was on that and stuff. But
All
this
the
is something I feel like.
aunties.
Especially like we were just saying, like this quarantine, motherfuckers ain't hitting the gym.
Oh, it's
It's a,
close.
it's a good way to get, you know what I'm saying? It's a good way to get a workout in without leaving the
Mm-hmm.
house. Some colorful visuals and music and different stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's tight.
I think that's all Nintendo wise, man. They I was telling you, they had that Drawful 2 game for like 9 cents. But it might still be on there for like 9 cents.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played Drawful before.
Mm-mm.
It's basically like a party game where I kind of like, I was about to say pick the chat. Kind of like charades. What's the game you draw shit? Pictionary. But
Yeah.
it's like you, somebody gets a topic on there, like you use your phone or whatever to play, and like you get a topic and it's like draw a person with a hairy chest or something, or just like weird stuff. You gotta draw it, however, and everybody like the game gives everybody like different stuff to guess what it is, but you also put like the person that made it makes it. I can't remember exactly. Now I'm even explaining it, but it's a lot. It's basically guessing like pictures, and the person that gets it right gets points, or people that don't get it right don't get points, shit like that. It ends up turning into people just drawing like ridiculous pictures and shit anyway, but not even talking about it. But it's pretty fun. 9 cents, you should get it, because if you're in a house with 4 people, it's a good time killer.
Yeah, that's tight.
Now that I realize I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, which is like every episode, but yeah, it's 9 cents. And there was like another one of the games which was like $1. It's like an adventure RPG game where I guess you draw like different characters or something, and you do different adventure stuff. I don't know, but I bought that too because it was $1, so whatever. And which I had my Nintendo points, so it was free.
Mm-hmm. The bucks be coming in handy.
Oh shoot, yeah, because I think because after I bought Animal Crossing, you get like 300 or whatever after like a $60 game, which I don't know. I don't know how they make that equivalent at all, but you know.
Right.
What the hell else is going on out here, man? I don't really got any other shit out here on this list, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing really been going on, man. It's hard. I mean, other than, like you said, trying to play different little games and watch different shows, that's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah. PlayStation did announce the technical side of the PS5 last week, which I didn't ever bring up. But then I was like, do I want to bring it up? Because a lot of people were like, comparing the specs and being like, well, Xbox is stronger here and all this stuff, and PlayStation doing this, and then it turned into PlayStation, which they said in a little video, like they're going for like a lot of audio enhancements. But like they don't got as many teraflops and all this stuff, but
gross.
So it's hard to say, man. Like, we talk about like Spaceman was on Twitter and he's like, man, when everybody gonna get the 5 or the Xbox? And I'm like, man, it's PS5 for me until further notice. Like, I don't have a reason to feel like I'm not getting one.
Right, exactly. That's kind of how I feel. And I mean, I don't know, because it ain't nothing necessarily against the Xbox. I think for the most part, it's the exclusives that's really just keeping me. It's like, nah, I want them exclusives. I need them PlayStation. The mugs be going hard.
With like, coronavirus going on, which is like a big question, which we might have talked about it. I mean, do you feel like the systems and stuff are gonna get delayed? Because to me, before you answer, because I'll just say my answer before you give your answer. To me, I feel like it's more so gonna be video games are gonna get delayed before the systems do.
Yeah, I think so too. Because a lot of the stuff, I feel like a lot of the system stuff that they working on, they can do from home still. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they actually build it in the lab with the pieces and shit. So I feel like console wise, they're gonna be like, nah, we good. Mostly, like I said, it's just on paperwork stuff. So they just scan it and send. As far as like games go, though, yeah, I feel like they would push the games back, just because the fact that those guys are in the lab, in the studio, you know what I'm saying, working on that stuff and putting it together as a team for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the situations where that they don't want to have, they want to implement social distancing and shit. They want to be split up and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, I probably agree with you. The games probably will, but not the console.
Cause like you just said, you gotta at a certain point. I mean, I'm sure a lot of stuff that they doing, they may be able to do at home, but at the same time, it's like collaborating with people and something like that. I couldn't see that being easy over the camera, over the phone, or whatever. Especially like when it comes to detail work, or especially like big games, like something that we probably don't know about. And shit, Madden, they probably just make that in they sleep, but like
Right.
some new adventure RPG, they probably be like, man, I need Rick, man, he at home, like something like
exactly.
that.
Some stuff that you need to look at like right now. I need you to see this right now to see how's this gonna look. You know what I mean? He said, because shit with the consoles, I mean, there's nothing. First, for the most part, mostly the stuff they said is pretty much far off anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be within a year or whatever, because they already said that. Pretty sure most of whatever they doing is already done.
Mm-hmm.
If they saying that they gonna drop it, this holiday, be put together for the most part. It's just about getting the marketing and all that other stuff together.
Yeah, and also we run into a situation where, I mean, we're fortunate enough where we ain't lost our jobs, and hope we don't lose it for things we don't got control over. You know what I'm saying? But like people out here that don't got money like that, or may not have the money going into the next latter half of the year because all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are people even gonna be able to afford it? You know what I'm saying? Or they projection of numbers for the PlayStation is really gonna, or PlayStation and Xbox, I would think they'd have to think that it's gonna be lower sales, especially when you're talking about like social distancing and everything. Production, all this, like the consoles is probably gonna be less, because I don't see how you can make all this stuff happen and have the same output. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sell 1 million in a day type thing. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like it's going to be possible, but maybe a miracle
same
happen.
kind
I
of
don't know.
situation. Yeah, I mean, and like you said, I mean, ain't no telling how long this stuff is going to last if people actually do, act away and be proactive about staying healthy and clean and stuff. Then, all this might blow over and it won't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to spill into any of the time where it actually matters. But if not, it could, we just don't know how long it's going to be like this.
Yeah, because it's one of those, also one of those things where, I mean, video games in the grand scheme of things aren't important over like people's lives and everything. But
Exactly.
at the same time, it's like, man, people want to live without feeling like we can't live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I still want to be able to do this, but at the expense of what? Cause shit, I want basketball to come back, but that ain't as important as people being okay right now.
Being healthy, yeah. And it's like it's kind of gifted and a curse, because this situation is, a time where games could flourish anyway. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no choice but to be in the house, so you can hop on the sticks real quick. This is a time where, you always wanted to play there. Well, here's your time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want to capitalize on a situation like this if you can, but at the same time, like you said, it's about the bigger picture, and it's about people's health.
Oh, excuse me. Because even like Square Enix put out a statement for Final Fantasy VII the other day, with that coming out on April 10th, and they're like, it's still coming out that day, but it could be some issues with shipping the game out, physical copies and everything.
Right.
Might be a delay just on people getting it in their hands, but not the date. Ooh.
Exactly.
You can't be doing that every time about this shit.
Hey man, that's why I'm in the house.
The what was I about to say? Yeah, but I mean, even like with that with packing, because even with I'm getting Persona 5 Rayo coming in from Amazon this week, and they sent the emails like they focused on getting out the different medical supplies or health items and household items over like entertainment packing and stuff like that. So it
Stuff
might
people
be a delay
actually
on that.
need.
So it might be a big contrast in what we thinking and what's gonna happen, but
Right.
we don't know when this shit's go hit.
I just hope it really do. It really is like, over soon, or like how they saying it's going, just a couple weeks or whatever.
Yeah, but it's just like like in New York, man, they got what like 40,000 plus cases of it or something. It just keeps going up, and all the people dying from it and everything. It's just kind of like, we in Indiana where the numbers was going up, but they ain't nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's hard to say because our point of view is like we kind of have to see everything from the internet and what people are suggesting or what people that are in the field are like. Man, I'm working at the hospital and I'm seeing people dying. I'm seeing people getting sick. I'm seeing all this like unhinged, uncomfortable people right now.
Right.
So,
and that kind of stuff is making it tense in the atmosphere, which is kind of what's getting on my nerves about the whole situation. People just being real apprehensive, and not that it's wrong for you to act like that, but that kind of attitude just kind of brings a certain type of behavior that I just am like, man, you kind of doing the most right now. You really don't have to act like that.
Because like you just said, it's one thing to be afraid of the possibilities, but at the same time, it's like we kind of have to calm down to get through it.
Right. Exactly. And just kind of, don't be so, or even being people just being like, nah, I don't give a damn. I'm going outside. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. But, you just got to think about other people in a time like this, because that's kind of the picture of it all. The grand scheme of it is just, you got to kind of think about other people in this situation.
Yeah. Because like Slim Thug said he got it like a week ago or whatever, and he was like, I'm cool. But it's like, he a big old strong dude, which like he said, he had just went out real quick one day. Maybe he got it from there, he don't know.
You never know.
But at the same time, it's like he could maybe, if he not, he said he gonna chill out, be in the house, but if he wasn't like that, he could have gave it to somebody that ain't as strong as him, and it's all bad. So
right. And like you said, man, you got some people who being kind of reckless and being like, man, I don't care. But like you said, when you got people's immune systems is different, man. You can't really be like that. Cause yeah, sure, you don't care, but I still need to get some toilet paper too, or whatever. And because you acting like that, you know what I mean? Like it's bad makes the situation worse for everybody.
Yeah, man. You figure in times like these, you definitely figure out a lot about people and just how just like you said, how they handle certain shit or just how controversy or different tragedy or whatever word you want to use can work on people.
Bring out the real people. Bring out the real people.
Because even like, us doing the podcast this way over the over the computer and Discord shit, it's just like, I don't know what can happen. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I ain't had, it's like come over here like usually do record. It's like, I got the kids and stuff, so it's like I don't know. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just like it ain't like I'm saying like, man, you icky, man, but you never know.
But I don't, exactly. You don't know shit, and I don't even know. I'm to the store today. I had to pick up some stuff, and I've been out. You know what I'm saying? Like I done
Mm-hmm.
been out around other people. Maybe I'm not sick personally, but that don't mean that I don't have it on me. You know, and if I
Mm-hmm.
came through and then one of the kids gets sick, and it's like, damn, did you bring it over here? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff just kind of makes you feel bad anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, I was the foreign body. You know what I'm saying? I was the only other person to come through in the last few weeks. It's like, damn, man, could have been me, man. Wow,
Yeah.
now I feel so. It's like, shit, we all just gotta, we just gotta get through it together. Do it for everybody else's sake, basically. We just go
Mm-hmm.
back to normal shit. That's all I'm waiting on. Damn, I'm tired of being in the house.
Yeah, the wife out here, she hurting, boy. She was going nuts the other day. I was like, I
Yeah,
had to put a straight jacket on your ass.
man, cause it's cool. Like like we talk about, we the kind of people that's kind of hermit crabs in the house all the time anyway. But there
Mm-hmm.
are times where it's like, oh, I do want to go outside. I do want. Let me just go to this little spot and sit down at this other spot just for. And it's like, damn, now I can't even do nothing. I have to stay in the house.
Yeah. Cause
That's
yeah, you,
different than choosing to stay in the house.
cause even on that, like you typically even go out more than I do just to hang out with people or whatever. I'm usually
Hmm.
at the crib, like I go to work and be in this mug all the time, so
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like,
do.
yeah, it's normal to me.
Right. Like, sometimes which mostly this was like, when I'm at my other job, but in between jobs, an hour or something, I go sit down at a little restaurant or something. You know what I'm saying? Just something that just cause I'm out, I don't want to go home yet. I don't have enough time to go all the way home.
Mm-hmm.
But I can hang out at this little spot or hang out at some little restaurant and read a little book or something. But
Mm-hmm.
shit, like you said, now you gotta go straight to the crib.
Man. Yeah, and it is funny. Like somebody on Twitter was like, "Man, y'all act like 80% of y'all wasn't homebodies anyway."
Man. It's like it's different, man, when you have to versus when you choose to. It's like shit,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to go out. But as soon as somebody tell you that you can't go out, you're like, actually, you know what? I do want to go outside now that you said I
Oh man. The excuse me, on lighter news a little bit for being a homebody. PlayStation free games if you got PS Plus this month is Uncharted 4 and Dirt Rally 2.0. So
mm,
that's a long ass adventure game to play if you in the house. Still haven't
hell
played that
yeah.
one yet. Even after I got my copy from my cousin, I ain't touched.
Say, hey, I need that back. And then toss it off in the back. Say, bro, where's my game at, bro? I need that. Dude said, oh yeah, okay, my bad, cuz I got you. Here you go. Said,
Hold on,
thank you.
boy.
Tossed it up underneath the desk.
Yeah, I ain't even thought about that mug damn near. Xbox free games for April. Let's see here. Well, they got Batman: The Enemy Within, which is free right now until the end of the month. Shantae Half Genie Hero, March 16th. Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2, that's already not free anymore. Sonic Generations is free on Xbox until end of March. What the heck? Thought it was more stuff on their list. But yeah, there was something else here. Nintendo need to get on the program with some shit. They so lackey. Yeah, man. Just kind of weird times.
Yeah, man. Cause I was thinking about that the other day. Actually been doing it's like shit, nothing. Not like about it. I mean, not anything new or nothing. It's just the same old stuff. Gotta stay in the house.
Yeah.
It was funny because the reason why we had to postpone and stuff, the power went out at my house, which is still out. Well, as far as I know, I ain't been back there since probably about 4. Uh, but I was hanging out in the car, and it's like, damn, man, power out, and now I gotta move my quarantine to the car. Now I'm quarantined in the car just to charge up my phone for a second, man. This is the worst, boy. It don't get no worse, man. I mean, Damn, this is crazy right now.
Them first world problems, boy.
Man, this is nuts.
The Square Enix announced the first Nier is getting a remaster and a mobile game, which I don't know why they're doing that. The Nier Automata, which I've talked about on here like a year or so ago, which is a really good game. I've never played the first Nier. The remastered version is called Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139. Which I don't know what the story is on the first Nier game, but the Nier Automata is all about like robot androids and the world being at the end and aliens and shit. I don't even really know. I just like playing it.
It's fun though.
Guess I can read the IGN synopsis here. The original Nier, released in 2010, and featured a man searching through the ruins of a world dominated by mysterious creatures known as shades for a cure for his ailing daughter/sister. Alright. That tells you all you need to know about that. Nier Gestalt, which featured a father-daughter duo, was what Western audiences and Japanese 360 owners got, but a different version of the game was released in PS3 in Japan called Nier Replicant and featured a younger brother and sister duo rather than father and daughter.
Interesting.
Wasn't that something? Yeah, I'm interested in that just because I like Automata a lot. Which Nier Automata is the game where you got to play it literally like 26 times to get every like ending to it. And some endings some of the playthroughs are longer than others.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you gotta go different routes and different paths and stuff.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. I only got like 3 of the endings, and now I was like, man, I want to get all of them, but I'm like, do I? Do I really? Yeah, I mean, it seems like game announcements, and we talked about it, it's like stuff might get delayed, stuff might not. You know, they ain't in no rush to say nothing now because there's so much uncertainty. Movies getting pushed back or whatever.
Right.
Movies getting put out early on digital or released to streaming early. There was something else that kind of was in that same realm, and now I can't think of what it was. Oh, comic books like we talked about earlier with like, you know, the quarantine. You know, that's going to hurt a lot of them because they got to figure out ways to get, you know, books to people, you know, shipping them and how many people actually want to get stuff in the mail. They can't be on the essential list.
Exactly.
Which the store Downtown Comics, where we go majority of the time, which I get most of my books from, they're doing that, shipping to people for free and stuff. I thought about doing that to get my newest stuff, plus to, you know, support the people, because I don't want they stuff going down in this stupid time where they, you know, they ain't got no control over going out, shutting down. So,
right.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how people come out of this, man. It also makes you realize a lot of us aren't prepared for drastic shit, man.
Nope.
We're not prepared.
It's a big no for me. Big no.
God, what a wish we gonna do,
man.
Man, I don't know if I got anything else, man, on this level of conversation. Unless you got something. I need to get a freaking chair. I'm so tired of this raggedy chair I'm sitting in.
Ain't nothing.
Got, man, one of the screws fell out the bottom, man, and I'm too lazy to get the tool, put it in. I'm just like, man. I'm just going.
Chairs and furniture and stuff so expensive, though, man. It's crazy.
Being grown sucks.
Man, that shit nuts. Boy, they want $7,000 for one love seat for a chair, boy, for one seat.
Man. They be like, you can do a loan. Nah, bro, I'm cool.
For the furniture? Damn, I gotta do a loan for a couch?
Oh, man, you want that plush or
Shit,
not?
man, that's crazy, man. I done had the same furniture since I moved out the first time.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Trust me, we ain't did too much changing the furniture either. A lot of hand me down.
Man. What was you about to say?
I forgot to go back to Steven Universe.
Oh yeah.
So Steven Universe Future, but I need to stop forgetting shit. Steven Universe Future, which was the sequel to the original Steven Universe, and after the movie that was in between, capped off the whole series this past Friday, March 27th. Basically, to put it without spoiling anything, it's really freaking emotional. To put it put it that way. So
yeah, that sounds alright.
I definitely had a moment of like, oh shit, man, it's over, man. I was getting kind of choked up. Like, I already talked about, how different, not how different, but how for different people, Steven Universe like touches people in like different ways for different reasons, especially emotionally, and just like, I mean, being a good show first of all, but the kind of characters that they have on there and stuff like that, and the storylines and everything. So yeah, they put it all in a nice wrapping for us all, I believe.
Yeah, I had to cause I was signed in and using my parents to get the Cartoon Network app using a TV service provider, and they had to change it up, change the email or something. So that's the reason why I hadn't done the chat and watched it. Check when you trying to get passwords and stuff from your parents and stuff. It's a little time consuming process.
Be like, hold on, I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's try this. Oh, okay. How about this? This used to be my password from my bad. What?
Did you put caps lock on?
Right.
Oh shoot, but yeah, if you're a fan of Steven Universe, it's definitely worth watching it to the end. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching the end of it. It's still upsetting though, because they do not have any substantial form of physical release for Steven Universe in the United States of America, and I do not understand why. Like Regular Show and Adventure Time, those are the last couple shows I can think of that got actual like season 1, season 2, and everything, and like good timing and everything. Like Steven Universe don't got shit. Like they might have some like compilations out there, but nothing like all the episodes are out. It's just like, what the shit? Like one of their best shows. I mean, which Cartoon Network already treats Steven like weird, like with the amount of hiatuses and everything they did. But to not have the show that will sell a lot on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever if they put it out, like it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what Warner Brothers or whoever's in charge of that, what they thinking of, but it's not the right thing.
Right.
Hopefully they can get it together, because I don't want it to be one of those series where in 5 years the only way you can watch it is like on streaming, and you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to have it for real. At least I do. Shit. But
yeah, nah, for real, because that's what I always, we was talking about that, and maybe I didn't say nothing, but I went to the game exchange, bought a couple of Blu-rays and stuff.
Yeah, you had talked about that.
And it's just like, yeah, just having some physical stuff and just the stuff that you like the most. Like, I want to have that for a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? You stuck in Netflix don't have it, Hulu don't have it, or whatever. You can turn it on. That's your favorite movie or what. Or show in this case. You know what I'm saying? You want to go back through and watch a specific season. It might not be on a streaming service or whatever. So yeah, I definitely feel.
I feel like, yeah, like cartoon wise, man, I can't think of any other, like, cartoons like Cartoon Network or whatever that I care about now. I mean, like Craig of the Creek, and I haven't seen that in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now with Steven being gone, it's like shit. It goes back to our conversation about where are cartoons now.
Yeah, exactly. What do you want to see from it?
Not yet. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm recording. What do you think I'm doing? Well, I am. Yes, you're on. You're probably on the camera right now. Yeah, go that way.
Oh, we on the.
But they can't see me.
Get out, girl. You trying to be funny. Oh yeah, man. Once again, I forget what the hell I'm talking about.
What shows you would want that? What kind of cartoons you, as of today, on Blu-ray or something?
Oh yeah, man. Just cartoons that I care about right now. Yeah, like Craig of the Creek. It's the only one I can think of, and I don't even know. I don't know what new episodes are coming out for that.
Yeah, me either. I used to just, like I said, watch that kind of stuff on the Cartoon Network, or even like Summer Camp Island. But since I can't get on, it only shows certain episodes and stuff. Other stuff be locked behind the provider service.
Sure. Well, season 3 got announced for Craig, so that'll be out at some point, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And like Gumball. I don't know when Gumball's going in. That show just is like an enigma.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Like, if you get on Gumball and you didn't catch the first 2 minutes, you're not gonna know what's going on. Cause
You don't know what the hell's going on, boy.
Maybe done hit 20 different art styles, 3 different stories. You're like, oh shit.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't got shit else. Like I say every week.
Yeah. So we just call it.
Yeah.
My laptop on 25%.
Yeah, I say your stuff lagging right now too. I ain't probably heard the last 30 sentences you said. They gonna be like talking to himself. Oh man, well, to put a cap on this, hopefully it doesn't lag next time, because that now it's like really going bad as I just talk shit about it. Moving like 1999.
The AOL, boy. Nigga said, beep.
Can you see me? Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
It's Black Nerd Planet, man. It's all the streaming apps. You got YouTube, Twitch TV, Patreon, real life, quarantine things, all that stuff.
Yeah. Facts, man.
And on that note, we're out of here.
We out, man.
Oh yeah, that was your boy M. My bad, I cut him off. I was trying not to do my long rant like I do every time. It's like something dumb.
Yeah, we did. I don't think we did it at the beginning this time, so I called myself trying to take them.
Yeah, you cleaned up for me. I've been all on the damn shit. Well,
teamwork, man. You know.
I thought y'all again. All right, it's definitely time. All right, people. Bye.